What's up, everyone? Welcome to this video. Unexpected turn of events here in the presidential race. Kamala Harris now takes the lead in both the polls and prediction markets. Just a few weeks ago, Donald Trump, after getting shot at a rally, looked like he was impossible to defeat, and now Harris has inverted the trend. Let's have a look at this. Here it is. Real Clear Politics survey of polls. As you can see, many of them has Harris leading, and the average has Harris leading by 0.5 percentage point now, when Donald Trump was leading all along up to this moment. The only poll that gives Trump still winning by 5 points is Rasmussen. But as you can see, a lot of the other ones have Harris leading. Now, of course, you'd have to see about the methodology of these polls. Most of them will be oversampling Democrat, but still, it really shows that the trend is now turning and the momentum is turning in this campaign. If we have a look here at the prediction markets, Kamala Harris now favorite in this race, leading Donald Trump 57 cents against 47 for Donald Trump. And if we look here at the direction of the trend, we can clearly see here Harris on the uptrend and Trump on the downtrend. And it's very interesting to see sort of the 90 days chart here where, you know, Biden was trending down and Trump was trending up. And of course, this precipitated the change of candidate for the Democrats. And in the midst of that, while Biden was going down, while Kamala Harris trended up and kept the uptrending momentum, and now has passed in front of Trump, at least in the odds, and now also in the polls. And, you know, as you can see, we still have a 40-point difference in people thinking the country is on the wrong track. And it sort of shows the power of the media and of the mainstream media and the Democratic establishment that has managed to completely invert this tendency. Because you have to remember that Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, there's no difference. It's still the same administration. It's still the same policies. And essentially, while just a few weeks ago, most of the country were completely in against the policies of this administration, and people didn't want them to get another 4 years in office, by just switching the sort of the top of the ticket and getting rid of Joe Biden, then they've managed to completely renew the public perception of this administration. And now, with just changing the guy at the top, they've managed to not even convince, but, you know, manipulate would be the right word, manipulate people into completely changing their ideas. And just a few weeks ago, you know, most of the voters didn't want another administration, another Biden-Harris administration. And now, by changing the top of the ticket, they have managed to manipulate people into not only accepting, but wanting another 4 years of the same policies that people were completely against just a few weeks ago. And it really shows, you know, the power that the mainstream media has, and sort of democratic hold that the Democratic Party holds over the media, and how they're able to change and shape narratives, just giving you a you know, the same policy, the same crap, so to speak, in a different package, and people have a now renewed interest in having and getting more of the policies that they didn't want just a few weeks ago. And, you know, you have to think, you know, it's quite a brilliant strategy when, you know, nobody wanted what they were, you know, proposing to the American people, and by just essentially changing nothing except the package, they now managed to get people to accept the things that they didn't want just a few weeks ago. And, it really speaks to the ability of the Democrats to use the media in a very efficient way to shape public opinion. And, that's the reason why the Democrats have been in power for so long and have managed, to keep hold onto the institutions of this country. It's because they have this ability to use the media, which, they've managed to acquire the media, which in itself was something that was pretty complicated, but they've managed to keep hold onto the media and onto the institutions of this country. And they have this ability to, when people don't want their policies, they have this ability to create events and create literally shows and turn things around in a way that's really unexpected. And they've managed to convince people that Kamala Harris is going to be different than Kamala Harris, that her as a president is going to be something different than her as a vice president, where every single person that's in the White House today will be in the White House in the next administration if she wins the presidency. And of course, none of that is going to happen. It's going to be exactly the same. But this campaign is not a campaign like every campaign in American election. It's not really a campaign about policy. It's not really a battle of ideas. It's really a battle of perception and fighting for the idea that uninformed voters will have about candidates, parties, policies, and administration, without having really any knowledge, with just getting 5 minutes here and there of doctored footage that's going to show a candidate in one way or another. And anyway, now for the end, I will leave you with this video of Kamala Harris and Walz, her VP, at a school. And it really looks like a SNL sketch or one of those comedy shows. Let's have a look. So awkward. They cannot even figure it out whether it's a handshake or it's a high five. And, it really shows that these people have zero connection, but they've been put together at the last minute to form a ticket. And apparently it is working. They're convincing the American people to give them another 4 years in office. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.
Hit me with that like and sub to the channel.